Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm gonna post a series of videos of getting this RT back up and running. It is a 99 Dodge Dakota 5.9 true RT. I parked it because it used to be my daily driver, and I ended up having my driver's side, one of the freeze plugs down there had ended up rusting out, believe it or not. And yeah, so I parked it just because of that, just some simple issue. Besides that, it ran perfectly fine. Had no issues. It did leak a little bit of water here and there, yada yada yada. It is old, it's got a few oil leaks and everything like that. But in these videos, I'm going to take the motor out, and hopefully I can pull out the transmission along with it. I know I can get it out with it, but it's just, if I want to go through all of that, I might just leave the transmission in the car or in the truck and just pull out the motor. The purpose and the reason why I want to tear out the motor is my rear main seal is bad. I have seen on YouTube that there is not a lot of videos pretty much showing that with these 5.9s. So I'll include that in there, just to pretty much show you guys how that's done and everything like that. I might even put it in just a separate video by itself, but I'll still include it in the series and everything. But so today, it's been sitting for a good month without starting it. The battery died from sitting out here. I'd come out here and crank it, at least let it run for a few minutes just to get the oil cycling and everything like that. But right now I got it on the battery charger. I know I've got a little crusties and everything like that up over here. Battery juices is flowing, but I'm gonna change out this battery. This is brand new, but since it's already doing all of that, I'm gonna try to see if I can get it replaced from AutoZone. So let's go ahead and see. It says it's still charging, but we'll see. We'll see if she's got some juice in her. Alrighty. Excuse my grass. My lawn care guy hasn't been over yet. It's a little bit of a mess in here. Watch out, dude. She started right up. She does have an exhaust leak, so it's not an exhaust, it doesn't have a muffler on it or anything like that. Right behind the headers, if I could zoom in down there just a little bit, right there where it goes below the passenger seat, it is actually pretty much cut. The muffler, or the downpipes, right whenever it gets to the catalytic converter down here, right when it meets the cat, it had ended up rusting off. A few years back, I was going to tear out the transmission and ended up running into that, and couldn't. It just ended up falling apart whenever I was taking out the whole system. So but she's healthy besides the little bit of water she drips down there. Get her all back up and running. still holds good oil pressure. She does have 185,000 miles on her. But she is still pushing it. Oh, she slipped. So I'm gonna go ahead and move her out front out there and get her on the concrete again. They say it's always fun having multiple cars, but then it's never fun when you don't know where to park them and you don't have a big enough driveway. I know I have two. I have one here and one over there, but as you can see, you can only fit 2 cars over there. Over here I can fit 3, but then it sticks out in the road just a little bit. So, but let's see. Oop, forgot the keys. Welcome to the big truck. It don't come out of here at all. This bad boy is just sitting there. But eventually I want to get all that fixed up down here. As you can see, she is gone, but she still sounds good. I've been driving her like that for a good minute now, but I know I need to get it fixed. But you know, money is always money and time. Let's just say time. I could have had it fixed, but we'll get her all fixed up. That's the plan. And my bigger plan for this truck, the main reason why I kept it, is my best friend had sold it to me, and it was one of his first cars, and I ended up buying it from him whenever I was in need, and it was my first car, my first truck, and drove it for work a lot, everything like that. But then eventually I bought that pretty little E46 over there and ended up just daily driving that once this took a poop on me. And it was like perfect timing that I had ended up having that work. So whenever that happened, I just told myself I would put this in the backyard for now, for a little bit, let some time fly by, and I'll dig into her this summer sometime and get her back up and running. So stay tuned. Sometime this week or this weekend, I'll probably have some of the front end torn apart and everything like that. And ooh, she was getting hot. So have some of the front end torn apart and get my engine lift over here from one of my buddies and start tearing her apart. Again, like I said, I'll post up a series on me tearing this out, doing all that work to it. And I'm not going to put too much money into this motor that's in here right now. I eventually want to put a Hellcat motor in here. I kind of wanted to do the Hellcat motor with a Trackhawk transmission. I believe it's probably the transmission. It's just the transfer case with the all-wheel drive and everything like that. I wanted to see if I can incorporate that into this, because I know an all-wheel drive Dakota would be nasty. So, but I want to see if it's possible. I know I haven't heard anybody talk about it or try to do it, but that's what I want to try to do. And I mean, I think there might be enough room up in there, but if not, we can always go with a red eye or something like that. There is a guy that has already done a Hellcat swap with the full interior and full interior dash, the middle console, and everything, a full conversion in a Dakota 99 too as well, but it is a single cab instead of a crew cab. And it is pretty nasty. You guys should check him out if you guys haven't heard of him. His name is on YouTube is Boosted Motorsports. He has two channels, Boosted Motorsports 1 and then Boosted Motorsports 2. And I kind of want to do something similar to that, just because the normal Dakota dash is it's nothing fancy, it's nothing special, but neither is the Hellcat interior. But it would be really nice to have that all modernized and everything like that, with the CarPlay, the whole Uconnect system and everything in there. That would be pretty nice. And then also push more power. I've heard some guys were able to push around maybe 500 horsepower out of these 5.9s, but everybody says that they're sluggish in a sense. And even whenever guys do full rebuilds, pistons, or the whole bottom end and the top end rebuild, they still are not pushing, and you're not seeing numbers that you would want to see with that amount of money that you put into it. And I kind of agree with that. There's, with these normal, the 5.7 Hemi, there's a ton of upgrades for those, and you can do little simple ones on those and gain, a ton of horsepower plus tuning and everything like that over some simple stuff. So you never know. We might do a 5.7. We could do a Hellcat. I know we got to work our way up, so the 5.7 could be the first one, or a 392. Not gonna lie, most likely I'm gonna do the 392. So the 392 is pretty much the Hellcat block, just without the supercharger. I think it's the same heads, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. So, but I will see you guys soon, and thank you for watching.